With so many scams these days, are your savings really safe? Or is it time to keep our money in biscuit teens? Hi and welcome to day 50 of retiring and caring for my parents as an only child. While I'm working to add to whatever bit of savings my parents have to retire them, I have to safeguard their savings so we don't end up starting from zero. In my previous video, I shared how I woke up to 2 fraudulent credit card transactions amounting to almost 19k and how I resolved it. So I've been exploring this feature the banks have been rolling out to save keep funds, money lock, or in DBS terms, DigiVault. By locking up your funds, that sum of money cannot be transferred out digitally unless you unlock it. To unlock, you'd have to head down to the ATM or branch. I was playing around a few banking apps and it was easy to find the money lock feature and lock funds. It also doesn't affect interest crediting from your bank, but you should only lock funds you won't be touching unless you don't mind the hassle. I've kept my loved ones updated on this so they can further protect their savings and rest easy. Stay tuned to my next video where I share what else you can do to protect your hard-earned money. Hi and welcome to day 51 of retiring and caring for my parents as an only child. In my previous video, I shared the money lock feature with my loved ones, informing them that there's this safeguard in place to protect our money from being transferred digitally. I also advised them not to access internet banking or any sensitive information on public Wi-Fi, not to click on suspicious links, open attachments, or download random apps from unknown sources. If you suspect your bank account or card has been compromised, activate Kill Switch, the safety switch, to freeze your accounts immediately and contact your bank's fraud hotline. While we've been benefiting from the advances in technology, we also need to take the necessary steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones. If you have aging parents like me, you'd love what I'm about to share from the Age Plus Living Lab Tour, because these products are gonna blow your mind. Hi and welcome to day 52 of retiring and caring for my parents as an only child. My dad and I were introduced to so many products that could help the elderly or disabled function independently. This pull-down clothes rail can help wheelchair users reach the upper parts of their cupboard with minimal effort. This in-bed turning aid facilitates gentle turning or repositioning of patients in bed. You don't have to get an entirely new hospital bed if you have this electric adjustable backrest. Just place this on top of your bed and you get an elevated backrest. And this last one, a device I'm familiar with because my grandpa was hard of hearing. This voice amplifier gives them a renewed hearing experience and improved quality of life. It's terrible enough when water gets in your ear and you start temporarily hearing weird. We tried this device and my dad could hear me even when I whispered into the mic, which was quite cool. That's not all, I'd share more in my next video. Hi and welcome to day 53 of retiring and caring for my parents as an only child. The Age Plus Living Lab Tour was one of a kind where I got to know so many elderly-friendly products that can enhance the lives of the elders and their caregivers. Picture alarm clock, but in your pill box. This digital pill box provides alerts with alarm sounds and light flashes to remind you to take your meds. I've gotten one cool one for my uncle previously. Then there's this 2-in-1 pill crusher to crush tablets and pill cutter to help you split your tablets easily. Who knew? I thought you had to use your teeth if you struggle to swallow pills. My mom is one who has a lot of medication to take, and apparently she's been struggling using her shirt to hold her tablets while she breaks them in half. Sometimes they end up being uneven, sometimes they end up on the floor. Here's where this next product comes in. Call it pill popper, pill taker, or pill dispenser. It helps you to take your pills out from their package easily. And of course, knowing the struggles my mom goes through to take her pills, I had to get them right. So here's mom with her 2 new toys. Hi and welcome to day 54 of retiring and caring for my parents as an only child. Folks from the older generation, especially the ones who had a hard life, don't know how to pamper themselves. And by hard life, I mean no higher education or a successful career. They might not have the means to or were brought up that way, and so they lived life without doing anything nice for themselves. My dad would lament about the 50 cents increase for his usual bowl of Hokkien mee or when the mixed vegetable rice store jacked up their prices. Which is why I'm embarking on this journey to give them a good life and retire them. I don't want to spoil them when it's too late or when they're in their 70s or 80s. I'm taking it upon myself to pamper my parents now, even if only with the smallest things. As a student, I used to get t-shirts and earrings for my mom whenever I got a chance to go abroad. Recently, I got them to experience a clay and face mask service from yours truly. I also ended mom's treatment with a massage. It's said that mom is unable to get a massage outside because her body is so frail that applying gentle pressure feels unbearable to her. But not to worry, because I've amassed a wealth of experience. Little me used to step all over mom's back. So mom's definitely not missing out with a pro masseuse in the house. This is day 55 of retiring and caring for my parents as an only child. I got a comment recently mentioning how people would complain about giving money to their parents. And this made me think about the concept of giving. I've always been a taker, at least until I started working. As a student, older friends would treat me saying, "It's okay, you've yet to start work." As a young person, relatives would give me clothes and bags they no longer use. As a child, my parents would tend to everything. Maybe not financially, but chores would be done for me and food would be on the table. That's why at 20, I joined the police force as a volunteer officer, a way for me to give back. And give back I did years ago when I organized my first fundraising event. I put in both the work to fundraise and I also donated money. That was when I discovered the joy of giving. The happiness I got, it was unlike fleeting moments of happiness. I felt it in my soul. When you give to the people around you, your family, friends, even strangers, you'd get a taste of what true happiness is. This is day 56 of retiring and caring for my parents as an only child. I spoke about giving in my previous video, and giving I did this year during Chinese New Year. No, I'm not married, so I haven't upgraded to ang paos. This is my first year officially giving to my parents and relatives, and boy did that feel good. I've been giving red packets to my parents for years, gifted my aunt brownies I baked previously, which went all over her social media, treated other relatives, got them fruits, pastries, etc. when I see them at other times during the year. This year, on top of that, I gifted all the relatives I met bird's nest. It's a small gesture, and I believe at a certain point it should be mandatory to not visit people empty-handed. As I stayed with my landlord temporarily prior to the new year, I gifted them cherries, bakwa, and got a Starbucks drink for their helper. I wanted to grab extra drinks for them too, but they weren't fans of Western coffee. It's not that I have a lot, but I believe in spending non-frivolously and prioritizing relations with people who matter. Call it embodying the kampong spirit, 懂得做人, or giving back. Let's just say this is Junan version 2.0.